Hi guys, this is Stuti Gogia. In case you are listening this voice for the very first time, you can go check out my social media handles. And this is season 3 of Stuti Speaks. And today I have a very special guest with me. मैं हमेशा बोलती हूँ अपने हर episode में that today I have a very special guest. But indeed they are special. So today I have Abhrekha with me. First, let me give you context how I know her. So I was looking for inspiring people and people to do podcasts with. So I contacted Saurabh. Saurabh is one of my friend who I contacted in season 2. We did a podcast. In case you want to check, you can go check that out. So that's how I got to know about Abhrekha, and he gave me your contact, and when I saw your insta and got to know a bit of your journey, I thought it's inspiring and you can share that with my listeners as well. So that's how I know you. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा डिटेल में उस दिन भी स्टोरी पे इसलिए नहीं गई because I knew that I wanted to keep it for podcast because that's how it becomes candid. So I would pass it over to you, Abrekha, so that you can start from your intro and then we can take your journey forward. And in case I have question, I would ask in between. But yeah, over to you. Give a bit of your intro. Yeah.
Thank you, Stuti. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward for a interactive and a candid session. So, thank you very much. Introduction about me. I'm daughter of an army officer. So, my childhood was very beautiful. Being raised as an army kid, with a sense of discipline and to do something different was always there. And I was very blessed to get so many good opportunities all my life. I met lovely people throughout my journey and after I did my engineering. I'm gold medalist computer engineer from Modi Lakshmangad. Was that I was campus placed in the top, one of the top multinationals, and I continue to work over 17 years in that now.
Wow.
Apart from that, along with that, while it was my professional journey, I always kept myself motivated with a lot of hobbies. I love anchoring, hosting, blogging, uh, creating videos, and so I keep my passions alive along with my household work and office and everything. I have two wonderful children, the two young boys, so I enjoy that parenthood, that motherhood as well. Apart from that, I address a lot of women in parenting forums also, and I love to share my blessings with women and try to inspire them, or perhaps share my best practices with them, so that they can also continue working and try to attain a work-life balance and just be happy. That is the essence.
Okay, great. That's great. That's good of an intro to start with. So you are like into multifacets and doing multitasking. So how do you think? First of all, let me ask you: how was the army background help you to attain or achieve the things that you want to? And from that onwards, like how your interest in different things started? How was your journey of self exploration which started like in you can, I mean, maybe some point where you want to define that this was the start point where I would want to like primal point hota hai na kai baar, so somewhere that, I mean, whatever ways you want to answer, you can take that accordingly.
Absolutely. I think, today if I'm doing multiple things and pursuing different hobbies, it is because of, one of the major contributing reason has to be being from army background, because you get to adopt things very fast, because there were places where we just had to live 6 months and then dad was getting transferred, or maybe 2 years, and like that. So we were always on a continuous move. Okay, so that helped me to make friends at different places, to adopt the cultures, to adopt the people. So not only that compassion or knowing culture and adopting became easy for me. I mean, I could develop different hobbies at different places. At some place, I learned swimming. Some place, I learned basketball or music. So that also contributed, knowingly, unknowingly, on different things which I do today.
Okay, so it was like multiple things throughout. वैसे personally feel the more you travel not in the sense like कि आप travel घूमने ही जा रहे हो, the more places you have to been like उससे बहुत ज़्यादा learning accelerate होती है. That's what I personally feel. So what was that like? Okay, so how did you started? That was like regarding the hobbies, obviously basketball, swimming. How was this started? Like content creation, or throughout this journey, like blogging or whatever you did in the process? You are an author, I think. You have written some books as well, right? If I'm not
No, no, no. I wish to do. I aspire to do it one day.
Okay.
Right now, I have a couple of my good articles
Okay,
published
auntie.
in top magazines. So
Okay.
yes, I
Okay.
mean, I love writing, and I always, I loved writing since my childhood. So I never
Hmm.
planned. I'm not any formally trained or anything, for writing or something. But then I always, for me, it was a form of meditation. It was a form of expression. Whenever I used to feel happy or I used to feel sad, in both the cases, I used to write. And
Hmm.
perhaps, eventually, as I'm saying, I single-handedly take care of my children. Husband is a banker, and no family support, no elderly people staying with us. So it was a bit challenging because these days mostly we are in the nuclear families. Okay, so
Hmm.
um, so I started writing a lot on parenting and motherhood, and basically it was not writing anything explicitly. It was all my experiences and how I manage and struggle, and acceptance of getting home in a few days, and some days will be bad and good, and you just need not be the best but do best in your capacity,
Hmm.
all kinds of things. So yes, so you're just coming out of the comfort zone, and taking challenges head on. That is what I believed in. And
Hmm.
I took help of daycares and all that, with no mom guilt as such, and I tried to balance things. So I started writing on those of my experiences, and I saw that a lot of women are getting benefited by that, and they also start using those practices. And that is how. And today I not only write on parenting, motherhood, I do write on mental health, some uh, relationships and all that. So whatever pieces or whatever emotions I feel I should write, and I do write. So
Okay, that's great. So I mean, writing, other hobbies, and then blogging. But yeah, how was like your parenting journey? How was your parent? Because now I think your kids are slightly older. So obviously, how was your journey throughout of that?
oh, honestly, I feel absolutely accomplished because
Hmm.
with my work, raising them, as I said, with no elderly support was itself a big accomplishment. But I'm very happy because since childhood, my children also saw that, our mother works and she has her own aspirations. So they were very, very helpful. I don't remember keeping their toys back. Perhaps they learned it on their own. So they saw that, so they understood my work pressures, they understood my work schedules. So I don't recall them not a single day troubling me like that. Obviously, when they were very young, I had put them in daycare, but very soon, very just few years, they were able to understand that if I'm busy in work, at the same time they help me pursuing my passions. They understand that mommy will have some shows or shoots or something like that, so they always encouraged me and looked up to it, and sometimes just criticize as well. So I really so it is a beautiful journey because I mean, as they were growing, I was also growing as a parent with them. I wasn't a parent before, so even I was growing, and obviously we spend a lot of time. We go for. I make sure that every fortnight I take them out and we enjoy, and I enjoy my motherhood, and then I also become a kid like them, and play games with them, and just create beautiful memories. That is how I do.
Hmm. I was actually coming to that point while I was asking you. Obviously, parenting is your niche. How is this growth journey as a parent? Because obviously, I think it's not the kids; it's the parents that grow with the kids. It's somehow the other way around. हम लोगों को जो भी parents होते हैं, though I'm not a parent, but I mean I co-parent my niece थोड़ा बहुत. बट द पॉइंट इज कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हमें ऐसा लगता है कि हम बच्चे को ग्रो करें बट इट्स द अदर वे अराउंड वी ग्रो विद ग्रोइंग किड्स अराउंड डू यू फील द सेम एंड हाउ वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस कैन यू शेयर फ्यू ऑफ योर इंस्टांसेस और एनीथिंग
Absolutely.
यू वांट टू
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think every day is a learning from them. Okay, I'll tell you what. Be it resilience, be it patience, be it tolerating your mother's scolding, or So I think it's not multiple instances. Like every day there is some learning. They're very sorted. They're innocent. Okay, they are kind-hearted.
yeah
So sometimes when I panic, or sometimes, so very coolly, calmly, my elder was just 12, would you just tell me that, Mommy, just think of the alternative, take a deep breath, and all those things that, I'm
wow
there, I'll help you. Why do you worry? I'll help you. And all those. So that kind of comforting. And even my younger one at an age of 7 or 8, he has a lot of clarity in his thoughts. And, sometimes when I'm actually stuck, I actually ask him, maybe in a little slightly diplomatic way, and he answers me, very beautifully. So, And as a, how I've grown, so as I'm saying, each one to their own. Every child is unique, and every parent. Um, so and and I know that every parent just wants best for their child. Okay, so there is, as I'm saying, each one to their own. So there is nothing good or bad parenting. It is about being little aware and alert.
Hmm.
So what of late I have realized that this generation, these kids are very, very sensitive.
Hmm.
Even in the schools which they go, it is not allowed that physically any teacher can do. So they are brought with in a very protective. They have air conditioned buses and air conditioned classrooms. And if I look at my childhood, peak sunlight also 45, 50 degree. We were out in the ground. So
Hmm.
things have changed. So physically also they can't endure, they can't tolerate, I think, certain things. So yes, we need to, they're very sensitive also. So I realized that if I'm saying them no, and if I tell them the reason that why I'm saying them no with some convincing reason, they'll understand. So they're not stubborn, they don't argue. So instead of being authoritative, that is what I do. Instead of being authoritative, saying that if I'm saying no means no, I better put a reason which is convincing, which is mutually agreed, and they also get it. And maybe then there is some bargaining, everything happens. That is different. But at the end of it, if I'm saying no, I'll try to have a justification that, this is the reason I'm saying no. And sometimes just tell them to have faith in me.
Hmm. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So basically, Abhi, we can take it थोड़ा सा और parenting की side because, as I said, I think that's your niche because you have written articles on it. So that's a good one. What do you think are three, four factors being a parent matters the most as like especially people who are like starting up or they have like children growing up. तो बहुत ही I know being like पहले की चीजें और थी in the eras of 80s 70s things were different now with so much of technology around networking around people seeing internet and being part of like avatars era up to aage there is a lot of AI also coming so point is how do you think like what should be like three four points or anything like as a starter what a parent should keep in mind as per you obviously as you said each one is its own there is journey but as per your experience.
Yes, so if I rightly understood your question, you're asking that what are four qualities of a good parenting according to me, or
Yeah, yeah,
how
yeah,
to keep them away from the gadget? Well,
yeah.
I can answer both. Keeping away from gadget is slightly, difficult. You cannot eliminate it completely, because if you try to do that, then your child will be odd one out among the friends because others won't be doing. Having said this, you need to, control, you need to have dedicated hours, and you need to make them understand that they need to earn that. They cannot rightfully ask for any gadget. They have to earn it. And when I say earn, essentially it means earning by the good code of conduct or anything which is expected from them at their in their capacity. So we should control the content which they are watching. It should be age appropriate. So that kind of spot check you should do, because they sometimes would not understand that they are watching something which they shouldn't, like that. So sometimes I do, but as I'm saying, you have to have a lot of faith in your child. I also learned it hard way, that everything cannot be right, and every time I cannot be putting my children down, just to. And so sometimes you have to take their side. Sometimes you have to listen to them. You have to listen to them, you have to understand them. So I think patience is the key. So you have to have a lot of patience with your children. Then you have to have a lot of faith and trust in them, so that they can also come and tell you that even if they have done something wrong. Like I often tell my children that your mom has solution for everything. So please just tell me, no matter, even if you would have broken somebody's toy or broken somebody's head, your mom has solution for just everything. Please come to me and tell me. Okay.
This is
So,
great.
and I always tell them that maybe internally I might scold you or something, but to the world I stand by you, and I will. But just don't, break my faith. So that kind of thing. And then uh, these days, especially I have boys, so it's very difficult for me to make them a little bit religious and spiritually inclined. So I try to tell them to just, um, touch feet sometimes of their father,
Wow.
or before anything. And now they do it before going to exam. Automatically they'll do it. So then they have, so basically teach your culture, and in a positive way, and that you have to respect everybody, not only your elders but your seniors, your juniors, and all that.
Yeah.
At the same time, maybe take them to temples, and so that they know their roots. That is
This
also important. because
Hmm.
so that is
That
also, as I'm saying, a couple of things which I personally do is like keeping them firm, keeping them grounded. Even if they win, I obviously celebrate. Even if they lose, I still celebrate. And I often
Hmm.
tell them that if you win a medal or whatever, the life will become better. But even if you don't, the life is still good, you know.
Hmm.
So I never reward them basis outcome. I always
Hmm.
celebrate their journey. If I've seen my elder one working hard for his exams for over a month, then the day his exam would end, I'll order pizzas and maybe we'll go out. I
Hmm.
don't wait for the result. Okay.
Hmm.
So
Amazing.
another
Hmm.
celebration if that happens at all. But
Hmm.
on the on the periphery, I try to celebrate his hard work and journey, so he knows that. So and
Yeah.
I'm happy when they face rejections also, because failures teach you more. So
Wow.
I really enjoy when they do that, because that is what life is. So
Hmm.
yeah, so having faith in them, listening to them, having
Hmm.
patience,
Hmm.
keeping them, not surrendering to their, not succumbing to their tantrums, and teaching
Hmm.
them the value for money, teaching them value of hard work. That is what I try to do.
वाओ अमेजिंग एंड जो आपने ये बात बोली ना कि जर्नी सेलिब्रेशन वाली मुझे याद है माय पेरेंट्स यूज्ड टू टेक मी टू अ रेस्टोरेंट और समथिंग व्हेनेवर द my exam used to end they also didn't wait for the result so yeah
Mm.
kudos to them that was also a good parenting
Correct,
I
correct,
had no
correct.
idea so yeah thanks to them now so one more thing like in the process we talked about mental health too and you being a super mom now super mom working on so much and something around how was like how you took care of your mental health how was your journey because एक point पे आके I think exhaust और burnout feel होता होगा I'm very sure आपको भी at some point कुछ ना कुछ feel होता होगा so how was obviously till the time you explore that this is how I keep myself mentally sane right so what are your tips for the parents to keep themselves mentally sane and like balance or like in that जो आपने अभी mindset बोला इतना सब कुछ like keeping the journey in and telling the values तो इस सब के लिए obviously there needs a mental health का balance right how do you keep that or maybe you can share the tips of keeping that how to do that.
So I'll break this question into a couple of parts. So I see being a leader at the in the organization, as well as leading by example at home.
Hmm.
So sometimes when I tell them that don't eat junk, sometimes I say them. So
Hmm.
I also will not eat. Okay.
Hmm.
Or if I tell them not to watch certain thing, I'll also not watch that. Okay.
Hmm.
That's one. Secondly, being from army background, as I said, that I've been traveling so many places and I have so many stories about myself. So whenever they come to me and say that we did that, this, and I say I have been through all that. That everybody goes through all that. When you're young, maybe you'll feel jealous, or maybe you'll try to show off and all those things. So when I see them doing this, okay, because they're also kids, I would, tell my example that how I did and what were the outcome, and how I learned it hard way. And I always tell them that I can tell you my journey, I can tell you my example. It's up to you. As a
Hmm.
mother, I can only guide you. How much you have to follow is what
Hmm.
you do. So
Right.
when you say, so that's what I was trying to break your question into two. So when my mental health is affected by their actions, by my children's action, maybe they are fighting or they are misbehaving or behaving inappropriately, then I try to obviously, if it is, as I'm saying, they're little disciplined, my children, but if it is like something that then definitely I sit with them, and
Talk.
me and my husband, and we talk that what triggered you, even if your aggression was there, what triggered you, why are you frustrated. So I tell them that at this age, what I am in, I'm handling so many things. I understand sometimes if I get overwhelmed and shout at you, but I don't understand you shouting at me when everything is you just need to do just nothing, apart from taking care of yourself and studies and all that. So definitely I talk, and then I give my own examples and tell them it is absolutely natural to feel rejected, dejected, or feel jealous, or feel sad and frustrated with somebody because you are kind and the others are not. So I always tell them that even if you are a vegetarian whole your life, you have not even um, killed an ant, but if a lion is in front of you, he's not going to leave you. The lion will anyways eat you, right? No matter how well, life is unfair. Okay? So
Hmm.
I sit with them and I tell them that this happens, groupism happens, bullying happens, but how you conquer is that is how you develop your
Wow.
skills. And one more thing is I really encourage them into sports. At least now they're vacation, they're at least 5 to 6 hours a day they play, be it
Hmm.
cricket, football, anything. Because I think that whatever they will learn in school in terms of studies will maybe develop their individual skills, but the kind of life skills, working as a team player, being a team captain or something, the kind of life skills playing a sport teaches you, nothing else can teach you.
That is so
So,
true. Hmm.
so as I'm saying, so if my mental health is getting affected by their behavior or misbehavior or aggression, definitely I sit, talk, and if required, I'll scold them also. Okay.
Hmm.
Um,
Amazing. Hmm.
sometimes sometimes
Hmm.
I'll do that if there's something which is inappropriate, I have to, so that I do. And if my mental health is affected by any other reason,
Hmm.
how to keep myself sane is the answer precisely is that is why I have so many hobbies. Okay, so that is how I went out. Maybe I'll go
Hmm.
for a walk. I love walking, so I listen to a lot of music. So I think listening to music also calms me down. The other thing is that I express, I write, you know and and the key thing is that, as you rightly said, everybody, you, me, everybody is struggling in their own ways. Okay, we might smile, we might help people, but there are struggles within, there are struggles with us. But what is our resilience? How do we come out of this is important, right? So I feel lot grateful. Obviously, there is gratitude, and obviously there are some complaints in life as well. But I try to see at the positive part, rather than, we say, right, half glass empty, I say half glass full, but I still try to complete it, okay? I still
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
full. So obviously
Hmm.
you will have aspirations in your life and you'll not be just content. I'm not a saint in any case. So I'll do that, and to just stay sane, I would try to distract myself, and I think that's the reason I love singing also. So I'll listen to music, or maybe I'll sing aloud, or I'll spend time with children, I'll go out. But one thing I've realized, that no matter what, nobody can help you. If you have fallen, it's only you who can lift yourself up. No
Wow.
other person. No, I mean, I don't believe. I mean, I know there are. I mean, I won't commend people to seek medical help or any other thing. But I personally believe that we will fall, we'll get up, we'll fall, we'll get up. But it's only you yourself who can lift you up. Correct.
Hmm.
So, if you're determined, you have to do. So you need to pick your fights wisely. You need to have that wisdom, that what is your priority, what really do you want.
Hmm.
And so that's what I'm saying. Having a hobby is one thing, and
Hmm.
definitely I also have bad days and overwhelming days. I won't lie, and
Hmm.
sometimes I feel guilty also. But then I always apologize. I don't feel at all that I'm a mother, I'm a elder, and I should not say sorry. No, if I'm wrong, maybe I'm scolding him for a correct reason, but I shouldn't have scolded him that way, right? So if
Hmm.
at all I feel, I never. So that is also, I think that is also their learning, because when they'll grow, at
Wow.
least they'll not feel that we shouldn't say sorry. So
Hmm.
we should be thankful. We
Amazing.
should feel, if there's a mistake, we're humans. We should accept. But because at the end of it, in the roots, it's all love. We are one family, right? So
Amazing. The 2 points I really liked is, first, the only person which will remain in the end till you is you, right?
correct,
So you have to you have to keep growing. That is the
correct,
best part. And the second thing you said is, like, obviously sorry is like वो ego breaking अपने end पे भी
correct,
होनी चाहिए. It should not be like कि मैं,
correct,
who am I? Like, obviously you are also learning from them. They are learning. It's a mutual learning.
correct,
So there is no
correct.
harm in saying sorry. So
Yes.
amazing tips for the mental health. So yeah, you told a lot about parenting and everything. So being a super parent also involves your aspiration, your plan. So what are your plans, your aspiration? Obviously, not only as a parent but as a person. Like, what are you looking forward in upcoming, like, life of yours, or being a professional, whatever? What are your upcoming plans?
Well, I don't make many plans because I believe in power of now.
Hmm.
But obviously, my ultimate goal is to be happy,
To
and
be
I'll
happy.
keep doing things which makes me happy. At the
Hmm.
moment, I'm extremely happy that I'm on your podcast and talking
Yeah.
to such a sweet person like you. So I continue doing all these small things, small, big, whatever, all these things, all the opportunities come my way,
Hmm.
and I would just try to be happy. That's my ultimate goal. But yes, professionally, I have to upskill myself.
Hmm.
So again, after 17 years, I mean, I did my engineering 17 years back, and after 17 years, I'm planning to pursue some higher studies and all that.
Wow.
So
Mm.
picking up a book after 17 years is itself, as I'm saying, is
Challenge.
challenging. But and my kids are more than happy because they say that now mommy will also study and we'll see how much she studies because she's always telling us to study. So again, now here I lead by example.
Like
I
lead by
have to
example.
study.
But
Yeah,
this
and
is
I hope they
amazing.
celebrate when I get
Okay.
when I get good marks. I
Obviously,
just
they will.
hope.
Then your exams will get over. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is really amazing. I mean, I totally love people. I vibe with them who are ready to grow. First of all, at any age, and don't taking age or time as barriers. Plus, they are very open. So I would want to tell to listeners about it as well. I totally love people who are up to like. I asked for the podcast, and you were totally game to it. Like, let's see what it comes with. What like how what you want to do, how you want to do. I totally love those people, and there are people who I approach, and they're like, "Kya?" I mean, ऐसा नहीं है that. So what I'm saying is, I love people like you who are like very open to learn, very open to grow, and totally game for the new things. कि आज क्या कर सकते हैं नया? So yeah, let's try it. There's no harm in that. So yeah, I totally loved your zeal, and I am very sure that your children must be inspired by this. Okay, my mom is like that, and they must be bragging to their friends that yeah, what their mom is like to them, like as a friend more than as a mom. Obviously mom hona is equally important, but yeah, a mix of both works. So we are reaching towards the end of the podcast. So I mean, as I said, your niche is parenting, and we have talked a lot about parenting as well. But are there any books you want to specify if someone can read, or I mean any other tips which you think you might have missed throughout the conversation which can add and help in here? And yeah, then we can maybe move to the last notes for the listeners from there.
Nothing much. I think we covered it all. And as I'm saying, every parent wishes best for their child. It's just that this generation is pretty different, and we cannot be always going back to saying that our parents used to do this. Fine, the circumstances were different. The gadgets weren't there. Our childhood was entirely different. Uh, I belong to a family where there is a lot of love in the roots, so I think I continue that. So all of us should do that and just value the time and presence, and we should love our loved ones because nothing is permanent. So that's very important. And I personally these days I'm listening to Sadhguru. I really like listening to podcast Sadhguru and Gaur Gopal Das. So I think they speak on very simply. They speak on very complex topics, and they make you understand things and philosophy of life. So I really enjoy listening to them.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's what you were right. They make things like easy. If somebody wants to follow, they make it. And I
correct.
think Sadhguru's that inner engineering course also. The book is also nice. I read that in COVID, so it was really nice. It was very like very basic. What you are telling, like अगर base से ही आप चीजें complicated नहीं करोगे, it will grow that way. Like you said, if your children is getting rejected, that's fine. You are still celebrating that. The journey is much more important than the destination. So enjoy the journey, be celebrate yourself, enjoy your
Correct.
successes.
Correct.
So that's most
Correct.
important. But yeah, I mean, I totally loved your vibe, being a parent and still so sorted and taking things forward, working on yourself, working on your hobbies. So any last notes for the listeners, like any goodbye notes, or anything you want to share as the like motivation, inspiration, or whatever the takeaways.
I just want to conclude, but if we conclude, I just want to thank you to give me this fantastic opportunity, and I'm going to cherish it for my lifetime. So thank you very much, Suti. You're doing a great work, and many, many congratulations. My concluding thing is that today I see I myself is working a profession, so I think we all are, part of that rat race. We're just running, rushing, most of us don't realize that what we are losing in this race and what we are gaining, where we are going, we're sometimes like headless chickens or directionless. I just want to say that in this rat race, even if we win, we'll still be a rat. So
Mm.
let's
Mhm.
not be part of it, and
Hmm.
let's try to understand. Let's try to take out some family time and value your family. Let's not take it for granted. Nurture the relationships because very rare in your life you will get some people who would love you unconditionally. So
Hmm.
just value them, because nothing is permanent.
अमेजिंग मुझे
Yeah.
इससे वो तमाशा वाला सीन याद आ गया व्हेन रणबीर वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग टू हिज डैड के वो बस भाग रहा है क्या वो फर्स्ट आ रहा है क्या वो सेकंड आ रहा है सो इट्स ऑलवेज गुड दैट यू फाइंड योर ओन गेम एंड देन प्ले इट वेल
Correct.
दैट्स द होल important thing and even if
Correct.
it's not like you might sometimes even I feel even if you need not excel in that you're playing it well that matters the most if
Correct.
that is giving you happiness that's what the contentment is all about so thank you so much thanks a lot and on that note, I think we can end it right here. So, to the listeners, stay happy, stay blessed, and most importantly, stay grateful. I'll see you another one. Bye. Thank you so much, Abhreka. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Sati. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.